Alright, my minions. Another glorious Monday. And I'm here for y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you for being here with Nemesis Group. I greatly appreciate it. So, unfortunately, no one really participated in the giveaway, which is cool. No big deal. Me and my daughter had fun making the video, doing the special. I hope y'all enjoyed watching it. But I will be picking out just one of my loyal followers, one of my loyal viewers, and I will be giving away this knife. I picked up, this is included in the giveaway anyways. And it's just, it's a pretty cool knife. So, made by, Triforce? Tac Force, sorry. We can put that finger in and just, yeah. So, this will be given away, and I will announce that momentarily. Excuse me. It's cold and allergy season and flu season, and all of them bad for your body season. So, forgive me if I clear my voice. But this is going to be a matter of perspective part 2. And there were some things, topics, issues that I was thinking about that came up, such as, just in my head, and this is even some personal experiences that I have had to battle with, and I'm sure many of you have had to do the same. But the difference in, is the person being arrogant, or is the person confident? Is the person very passionate about what they're talking about and what they want to do and the advice that they're giving? Or is it a bit con? And they're just trying to reel you in. These are some things that to think about. Matter of perspective. Remember before I drew the 6-9. 6 on one side, 9 on the other. Both sides are right. Just depends on where you're standing and your point of view at the time. But arrogance and confidence is a thin line. And I've been called arrogant before, because when I'm confident in something, I'm confident. You're going to have to defend your position to persuade me. And that's how anyone should be. Arrogance tends to have a bit of an attitude towards it, and that arrogance will tend to lead you towards attacking the person in the debate or conversation or discussions. What I discussed in last Monday. Motivation Monday. Monday motivation. But yes, arrogance. I'm the type, if I'm not confident in something, if I'm not 100% sure, I'm not going to debate an issue. I don't want to look stupid. But 2, I don't like putting out incorrect information. So, if I don't believe it to be true 100% and I'm wrong, I'd make mistakes. I do still put out information that's wrong, and then once I figure out that I'm wrong, then I correct it and put out the right information. But, if I've got doubts in the information that I'm putting out, if I have doubts on what I'm discussing, I probably won't discuss it necessarily. I'll come back to it on a different time and discuss it then. But if I know what I'm saying is true, I believe what I'm saying is true, I'm confident in it, then guess what? You won't hear it. And that can sometimes, again, be confused with arrogance. Because the person is confident, and they're able to back up what they're saying, they're going to get tenacious, and that's different from being stubborn. Tenacious and stubborn. Arrogance and confidence. We tend to be labeled the negative because you're not. How do I explain this? If me and you were debating and I just can't win you over, I would label you arrogance. This is the example, mind you. That's kind of a default for us. We'll label the person arrogant because we're not winning them over, we're not getting our way. But really, for the most part, unless matter of perspective, mind you, I know I'm right, you know you're right. But I can back up my facts. and I can back up what I'm saying, but you can't, probably some arrogance there. So there's little branches that go off and kind of trying to verify and distinguish the difference between confidence and arrogance. But it is a thin line, and oftentimes a person who is confident is easily confused with being arrogant. And we need to recognize that. That will make the debate and discussion and argument go so much smoother. If you lose, you lose. All right. Tomorrow's a new day. It's not that big of a deal. Now, it's like I mentioned last week. There's a difference between disagreeing with somebody and not understanding. I could disagree with you and still understand exactly what you're talking about. I just disagree. Because a person disagrees with you doesn't mean that they don't understand, but that is our default. We're not winning the person over. We're not getting the person to necessarily agree with us, so they just must not understand. There's no other explanation other than they don't understand. It's not true. They just don't agree. And they're allowed to not agree. They're allowed to disagree. They're not wrong for disagreeing. You're not wrong for being confident. If you're going to debate and discuss anything, you should be confident. Be confident in what you're saying. If you're not confident in what you're saying, then you have to take a step back and think you could possibly be wrong. Don't confuse that with people pleasers who are afraid of public speaking and who are afraid to voice their opinion, and those who are literally just petrified and completely are afraid of being wrong, and they won't say anything at all, even when they're right. Or those who will say that they're wrong when they're right, when they know they're right. That's a completely different situation there. But now there's also a person who's passionate. I'm very passionate about the things that I do, especially fitness and security and law enforcement. It can get to the point a person could be so passionate that it seems as if they're telling you that you're wrong or your way is wrong. There's that difference between a way and the way thinking. And a person is very passionate about what they're doing, kind of leans towards this is the way, and this is how it has to be, this is what's right. Because it's what they believe. They're just very passionate about it and they love it and that's what they're doing, that's great. But don't confuse that. Remember, it's a way, not the way. There's always a different way, some are more efficient than others. But they're very passionate, but that passion can be off-putting a lot. That you just don't even want to get in, discuss the topic with them. You don't want to get into it. They're just that passionate about it. And it's basically, for lack of a better phrase, it makes you feel stupid. Yeah. And you get that ego. I've been doing this for 20, 30 years. What you tell me? Yeah. We've all heard that. You put your ego in your pocket. It's not that serious. Just think, listen and think. Open your mind. Or is it a con? A person who's pushing so hard and passionate about it because they're just trying to con you. They push hard enough, they'll just break your will. It's a thin line. It is. It is a thin line, just like arrogance and confidence. A person could be so passionate, it's just because they just have a true love and faith in what they believe and what they're doing. Or it's a con, they have malicious intent. Figure out between the two, but don't be over judgy. I'm not telling you to be mistrustful and not trust anybody and automatically think everything is a con. That's not what I'm trying to get you to see here. It's not what I'm trying to get you to do. Basically, it's just awareness. It's awareness here. Figuring out the difference between the two. And it just all follows into being just a matter of perspective. There's perspective everywhere. Keep your mind open. You never know what you might discover. You never know what you might learn. You're not too old to learn. You're not too young to learn. There's always something new to learn. Learn it. Discover it. Experiment. It's okay. Step out your comfort zone. Just remember, matter of perspective. Every once in a while, take a step back and get that outside view looking in, not just your view looking out about everything. But that's all I have for you. I will be announcing the winner of the knife shortly. I've got some decent things on the horizon. I've been brainstorming and just, it's in there. I was carving out the time for it. And I've got some time coming up where I'm really going to hammer a lot of things out. Hammer, hammer, hammer. So, as always, I appreciate you being here with me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like, follow, subscribe, like, comment. I read all the comments. I will respond as long as they're not just some random website URL link. I'm not clicking on those. I have no idea what they are. People keep sending them. I don't know what to do with those. So, but please share, yes, subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see y'all next time. Have a good one.